Hello, and welcome back to another video. I'm ZpprSprk, and you're watching my Sky Factory 4 Let's Play series. Now last time we set up this pumpkin and melon farm and had it so that we would crush the melon slices and create the biofuel and set up a biofuel generator from that. Now, as you can see, I did some more things with the... let me come over here so I don't get hurt. Did some more things with the Mekanism machines. We had a crusher, a couple of these enrichment chambers. I can't remember if we actually had the enrichment chamber or if we just had the infusers. But I made some enrichment chambers, I made the enrichment chamber. And what you can do with that is you can make these compressed items. There's the carbon, redstone, diamond, and obsidian. And that each one of these ends up being 8 or 80 in the bar over here, where usually one piece, so like one piece of redstone would be 10. But if you take the piece of redstone, run it through the enrichment chamber, you get the compressed redstone, and it counts as 80 in here. Same with the carbon and diamond and the obsidian. Now the obsidian, you actually need this refined obsidian dust, and you get that by running through a regular piece of the crushed obsidian, which this is the one you get from the crusher, and running that through the diamond one. So yeah, so you kind of have to have that. And then what you can do with these, we saw with the redstone, we can take iron and get the regular alloys. Let's pull up the recipe. Mech alloy. Alright, so the enriched alloy is from the iron, and then the reinforced is the enriched one with the diamond, and then the atomic is the diamond one with the obsidian. And then likewise there is the circuits, which we saw. There's the obsidian or osmium in the redstone to make the basic control circuit, and then you can kind of craft them with the alloys to get the next layer up. And so we're going to be using a lot of the redstone one. The carbon one is really only used for creating the steel, but then these, you create the alloys, and then from that we, kind of upgrade our things. So the enrichment chamber, let's look that up. Can't remember if we saw this on camera or not. Yeah, so a steel casing, which we've seen before. And then redstone, a couple of the basic circuits, and iron, and that makes that. The crusher we've seen, and the smelter is similar. It takes a couple buckets of lava, I think. Oh no, it's the crusher that takes the lava. So this is just some glass, and then the circuits and stuff. Now we see we can upgrade these. So we can use the basic control circuits and upgrade each of these to get the next layer up. Now what the factories will do is, instead of doing one at a time, you can do multiple at a time. And I think the elite one goes up to 7 at a time. So it's like the basic is 3 at a time, the advanced is 5 at a time, and then the elite is 7 at a time. And then we can upgrade the energy cubes. I don't know the generator. I don't think you can upgrade that one. But we're going to want to process this into the substrate and everything to upgrade. The other thing I did was upgrade the mulch to the yellow mulch, and that is done with the mulch. Yeah, the yellow mulch is done with the brown mulch and the biofuel. The next one up after that is going to be the amber mulch, we need some of the substrate, and that is with this PRC by taking biofuel, converting it into substrate. And then that creates some ethylene. We could also take that ethylene, put the substrate back in, and get more substrate, and that gives us some more oxygen. Not that we need I mean, there's easier ways of creating oxygen, so that's more of a byproduct that we might end up trashing. After that, the ruby has got some of the fertilizer. The red mulch takes these HDPE, and that is substrate with oxygen and liquid ethylene. And then that we can make the sheets and the rods and upgrade it to the black. And then the black we can upgrade to the blue with wither dust and some slime crystals and stuff. And then this is going to be the top layer mulch. But I mean, we do have a ways for that, so I wouldn't get too worried with that. But I wanted to create the little upgrade machine things. So if we look back at this mechanism upgrade, no, well, that too. This one, installer. So what these will do is, if you create this, so instead of putting the machine in the middle, you put the plank in the middle, and then that will upgrade whatever you click it on from the previous tier up to that tier. So this basic tier installer, if I crafted one and I ran over here and then I apply it to this smelter, like I wouldn't have to pick this up. I could leave it, in the world here, and then I would apply that, and then it would become the basic energized smelting factory. So yeah, so let me gather the things together for that. Show you how to upgrade the alloys. So come over here. Let's take 8 of them, put them in here, and then that should get us the reinforced ones. And then we can take those reinforced ones and create atomic ones. And then from that we'll create some of these upgrade machine, or the installers, so that we can make some factories. So yeah, let me get these all ready and prepared, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got these circuits ready to go, and as we saw, each of these circuits require 2 alloys to upgrade to the next tier, so it ends up you need a lot of the initial ones to get to the next higher up ones. So we'll actually need to make 6 of these ones, 2 for that, 4 that we upgrade to the elite, and then 2 that we upgrade to the ultimate. And then over here I've got set up recipe for the basic one, the advanced, the elite, and finally the ultimate. Now the ultimate tier only works, sleep away, I think there's a spider nearby, but the ultimate tier only works on a few of the machines. Like there is no ultimate tier smelter, there's no ultimate tier of these ones, but there is ultimate tier of the energy cube, and that's the one I want to do. So basic, let's see, yeah, I think it already is a basic, so let's go to advanced. There, now that's blue. Now we can see that's going to hold 3.2 million. and it can max output 1,280 as opposed to the 320 and 800,000 of the basic ones. Now we can upgrade them to Elite, which will go 12.8 million at 5,000 RF, and the Ultimate tier, which will hold 51.2 million RF and can output at 20,480 RF per tick. So this, as it is sitting here now, is probably going to be enough energy storage for the near future, but we will end up using it eventually, and we'll probably want our biogenerators to have more of them, I guess. And so probably want to upgrade the number we use. We can actually use the pumpkins. We put the pumpkins in the crusher, we get biofuel from that as well. So we'll probably want multiple crushers. We can one to do the pumpkins, one to do the melon slices. We want to upgrade them to the factories, upgrade all these to the factories, and all that. So that was my plan for now. So once I've got that going, I'll bring you guys back. But I think there is, yeah, we did this one. Upgrade the energy cube, and a few others. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know how much of these we're gonna get looking at right now. We've skipped the fertile soil, I guess. But yeah, going up the ambers and all these. So I've haven't been necessarily ignoring them, but I haven't been, you know, concentrating in them because I wanted to get you know, my set of machines down. But for the most part, I've got all the machines, the basic machines I need. I'm looking at these. There's the osmium compressor, which we're going to need. It can turn the dusts, whether it's the obsidian dust or the glowstone, into ingot form. And then those can be used for different things as well. The rotary condensator, that's how you turn gases into liquids and vice versa. There's a chemical infuser. There's somebody running around over here. Hi, how are you? You want to say hi? No? How about the sword to the face? That's what I thought. Okay. So yeah, I will upgrade the machines. Before crafting new ones other than these, I'll probably bring you guys back so that you can kind of see what the recipes and that for them are. But I'll probably upgrade the other cube to the ultimate version, and then these machines I'll upgrade to the factories, the elite factories, because there's no ultimate factory. And then probably before the end of the episode, we will get into the upgrades for Mekanism. So look forward to that. So I will do all that stuff off camera and bring you back when I have something important to show you. So catch you in a second. Okay, I do have a few things ready to show you. I did want to go through these upgrades. So the ones I'm looking at now is the speed upgrade, the energy upgrade, and the muffling upgrade. The other ones are the filter upgrade, which can separate heavy water from regular water. That is, you add it to the water pump, I think, and it will pump out the heavy water. The gas upgrade, which we don't have any gas using machinery yet, so that one's not needed. The anchor upgrade, it keeps the chunk loaded. Superheating element, but so each of these, they all have a very similar recipe where it's 2 of the enriched alloy, some glass, and then a dust in the middle. So the speed uses the osmium, energy uses the gold, muffling uses steel. We've got tin as well as iron and diamond. So we're going to do one of each for now just to see. Looks like that's enough work going on. Now, I did have some sand I was smelting here. But this interface here, you put the upgrades in and it kind of plops them in there. Now if we click, it says we have 1 of 8, so we can put up to 8 speed upgrades, and I don't know why the text is so small, but we put the energy one in and it can hold 8 as well. The muffling one can hold 4. So what it says effect, that's how effective it is. And so if you have all 4, it's either a perfectly silent or super soft. It might as well be silent. The speed, that's that in speed increase, so I'm at 1.33 speed increase right now. Energy is, that's how much energy savings I have. So with each of these adding more speed upgrades, guess you can't see since it's not doing anything. Let me grab some more sand or something simple to smelt real quick. Actually, let's craft a bunch just so we can watch it for a while. So yeah, so this is the factory as it's going. You can see there's 7 at once, and then we have this set up to auto eject to this chest over here. The other thing of note is this auto sort button over here. So if I have that off and then put the rest of these, out, it'll only use the slots that you have it kind of set up for here. But if you do auto sort, it automatically kind of evens out the stacks in there. So that's nice and convenient when you're doing like the automated systems where it's like whatever comes in, I want you to just smelt it as fast as you can, and so it'll automatically kind of sort them out for you. But as we watch here, we're using 186.69. Yeah. So if I were to take these out, and then look, it's at 140. Plopping the speed in, that makes it 248. Put the energy upgrade on, that makes it 186. And then the muffling, I don't think changes. Yeah, the muffling doesn't change the energy usage at all. So you kind of balance out the speed with the energy to kind of get the speed you want with the energy usage you want. The one thing to keep in mind here, hang on. Okay, I don't know what it appeared for you guys, but yeah. For some reason, Windows thought I should look at a different window and kind of minimize the game for me. So, apologize if there was some weird glitchiness there, but yeah. Those are watching, we're still gaining in power, but that's mostly because I added 3 more biogenerators to the mix. So this is the original one I had, and it's proudly doing 140 RF a tick. And then these other ones are going as well. I upgraded this crusher, but it looks like it's only using the 1 slot as it is. These ones are remaining filled, and by the time it's ready for another one, this has crushed another melon slice. So that, and I actually turned this off because it was full and then it was starting to spit out the pumpkins and stuff. So right now we just have a full field. So we could just add a bunch more, or we can try and upgrade it, or just leave it turned off. And yeah, but that's the upgrades as we saw. So I'm going to create a bunch more of these upgrades, kind of upgrade these all. Now we will very quickly end up in the point where when we're using the power, we're going to actually end up draining it because we've only got the 4 generators running. But there's better options of power than these biogenerators. The next one from Mekanism is actually the gas burning generator. I don't know what this is. Compressor. Gas generator. So this guy, he doesn't say what he produces or how much, but if you give him the ethylene, it will burn really well. And if we remember the ethylene, TH, this one, we get the pressurized reaction chamber with water and hydrogen in the biofuel. And that makes the substrate, which we're going to need for other things as well, and ethylene. So now what we can do to get the hydrogen is the electrolytic separator will separate input water, and it makes a hydrogen and oxygen. And then we can use the oxygen for things and the hydrogen for things. And so that's probably a whole episode in and of itself, is to work through how to get all these gases set up and everything. But we're going to need these for a lot of things. I thought I heard them. Those parrots mimicking things. At Mech Iron. This is what I wanted to show you. Okay, so we've got these things. Now, Mekanism by itself, if we put the ore in the enrichment chamber, so actually I'm doing a bunch of stuff over here, and looks like I'm out of iron. There's a zombie over there that they're mimicking. So if I put them in there, it doubles the ore, right? Well, if I put the ambers into the enrichment chamber, it will also double them into the single amber will go into the 2 dusts, and then I can smelt the dusts and it becomes the 2. Now with this, the clumps, I can take a amber here, the iron amber, and some oxygen, so either in flint form or the gas form, and turn that into these 3 iron clumps. Now the iron clumps you take in a crusher, crush them to the dirty dust, and then the enrichment chamber takes them from the dirty dust to the regular that you can then smelt and get your ingots. The other thing is these shards. So if we take the ore with some hydrogen chloride, which you have to set up like brine and stuff like that in order to get that, or if you have salt from something, you can just put the salt in as well. And that'll get you 4, so that's the ore quadrupling. But you can also get these. So the 200 millibuckets of slurry will give you 1 crystal, but oh yeah, that's just a washer. So 1 iron ore will get you a full bucket of the slurry. So Actually, this is the ore, not the amber. I don't know if just the amber wasn't done here. Huh. Iron, amber. Usage. Purification chamber, I get 3. Chemical injection, I get the 4. Enrichment, that's the 2. The smelter gives me 1. Yeah, so you can't actually do the 5 times ore processing without actually getting the ore itself. That's annoying. But yeah, so let me get another thing done, and yeah, I wanted to go through the osmium compressor real quick. So that is this guy. So 2 buckets, the casing, advanced control circuits, and advanced alloys, and that gets you the osmium compressor. Now what we can do with this, we'll plop it over here. See if we can. Oh, now we got it. Oh dear. Look away if you get nauseous by the screen. Oh, sorry. But yeah, let's move this out of the way. Let's turn that auto eject off. And then let me get the flux duct. Alright, so this one we put osmium in, and it becomes the liquid osmium in here. And then there are things you can do with the refined obsidian dust or the glowstone. We need the glowstone ingots, and then those we can do crafting things with. Now, I don't know. Yeah, this mod pack, it looks like most of the recipes are disabled, but in general, there is some armor that's made from these ingots. Looks like we've got the teleporters we can make from them. We can get the mystical agriculture seeds, advanced coils, mega torches, the cobalt saplings and ardite saplings. That's the main thing we're going to want them for. Now, we don't have the ardite resin, which we have to get from the sapling. So that's the first one we would want to go for. We can get that. We can make these now. We don't have the pristine blaze matter. We'll have to get into deep mob learning. We don't have a nether star either. We don't have any of these things. Now we can get these from deep mob learning stuff. Extraterrestrial matter. Yeah, we can craft the nether star. Interesting. But we do actually need the wither skulls, so we're gonna have to actually do some of the battling of the deep mob learning and stuff, which is likely going to be a future episode. I don't know if the next one I'm going to do is the gas stuff or do some of the deep mob learning. We do need quite a bit of energy for that, and so I might want to upgrade this to the gas burning generators or some of the other generators. I mean, technically with what I have here, I could make a culinary generator that just burns melon slices. I don't know how much that would keep up or compare with these. That'd actually be a decent experiment. But I think that is going to be all for today. So this episode, we upgraded our Mekanism machines. I showed you how I had set up my machines and everything. And yeah, we learned how to make the upgrades and everything like that, so we can make them quieter. One of the very common complaints of the Mekanism mod is that the machines are loud, but they do have the muffler upgrades, so they kind of address that, but it is a bit annoying. Anyways, leave a like if you like this episode, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.